hairy baby. Hairy baby.
We love our big white marshmallow Baymax, but would you be shocked to find out the original Baymax was a bouncer robot who could turn into a dragon? Or that Baymax sometimes needs a little help himself? Big Hero 6 has undergone some big changes over the years, from comics to movies to TV series. Let's get into some of the more fascinating ones, shall we? Number 1. Do robots have a soul? Of course they do. The Disney Plus series has moved away from the heightened reality of the film in favor of a more grounded, slice-of-life look in keeping with Baymax's new role as a healthcare companion. The producer of the film said, "It's a wonderful opportunity for storytellers because we're able to discover new formats. This was new territory for a lot of us. We generally work on 90-minute films, and we iterate and iterate and iterate for 4 to 5 years. And in this, we did the same amount of iteration, but because the structure is so small in comparison, and we also have 6 episodes going on at one time, we were able to take each of these little gems and polish them." Number 2. There's no Darth Vader types in this short series. Baymax is about overcoming smaller, personal obstacles rather than, say, the father of a child who was lost in space by a crazy experiment gone wrong who wants revenge on a greedy CEO who you thought was the true villain at first.
Now I'm taking everything from you.
Different strokes for different folks. Number 3. Big Hero 6 was all about Hiro, but Baymax is all about...
On a scale of 1...
Ow.
On a scale... On a scale...
No!
Need we say more? It's actually also about average, everyday folks in the San Fransokyo area and their personal issues. Also, a stray cat. And eventually even about Baymax himself.
I am satisfied with my care.
Everyone needs a recharge sometimes. Number 4. We are so proud of him. Hiro, our protagonist from the film, is very different from the boy we met in Big Hero 6. He wants to help people and takes on a supporting role during this visit to San Fransokyo. While he does rally to help Baymax in the end, it's as if he has taken on the role Baymax played in the film, supporting his buddy when he needed him most. Number 5. Some edits had to be made. The original comic books had some Hiro origins that just wouldn't feel right in a heartwarming action film. Big Hero 6 was focused on robotics technology and failed attempts at teleportation. But the comics are even weirder than that. Most notably, some of the comic book Big Hero 6 storylines involve the ghosts of the victims of Hiroshima and Nagasaki bombings and a monster born from children's drawing that can change its form and shape at will.
I've been trying to get Honey to develop a formula that can turn me into a fire-breathing lizard at will.
While these stories might not work for some people, we too think they're not right for young Disney fans. Right? Number 6. And the internet couldn't be happier. Cass was a supporting character for Hiro in Big Hero 6, but now a full episode is dedicated to her, seeing her cafe and getting to know her better. We all love Aunt Cass, so we're glad she's getting more time in the spotlight.
Is that Cass?
We miss you. We love you.
You take the time to heal, Cass.
Number 7. If only Hiro had known this lesson earlier in the movie. Baymax is a series about taking care of yourself, especially if you're the person who is always taking care of others. Maybe your job in real life is taking care of people, but remember, someone has got to take care of you once in a while. Number 8. Before Baymax, Big Hero 6 had already gone under some big changes from the source material. In the film, the Big Hero 6 team was put together to stop Callaghadn't from appropriating Hiro's microbots for his own personal revenge. But in the comics, the team was put together for very different reasons. Under the command of the Japanese government, a group of superheroes was formed with Silver Samurai as its leader in an effort to prevent various criminal and superpowered activities in the country, having little to do with our plucky hero Hiro until after the group was already formed. And yes, we're talking about that Silver Samurai.
Don't look so shocked.
Number 9. Fred is even more unique than the film makes him look. While he's a rich slacker in the film, in the comics, Fred can actually turn into the kaijus he loves. He may only have a suit that can leap tall buildings and breathe fire in the film, but in the comics he has the power to transform into a massive monster that puts Godzilla to shame. If only he knew that in some universe he had that power.
Oh, okay, I like where this is heading.
Number 10. Disney continues to create more cool, new places. While San Fransokyo really feels like a comic book invention, it actually only existed in the film, not the original comics. The comics took place in the fictional, crazy, completely imaginary world of Japan. Definitely the most grounded thing from the comic books. Number 11. Comic book Baymax and movie Baymax would probably not be friends. First, their name was Monster Baymax in the comics. Second, they can shapeshift into any form they choose, not just inflated or deflated marshmallow.
Are you done? Yes.
Though they will often take the form of a large humanoid when not in combat. Third, when fighting, they will change into a monstrous dragon or mecha form that would be significantly more terrifying to watch on screen than the Michelin Man in red armor that was made for the film. Number 12. Hiro's bro disappeared even earlier in the comics because he never even existed. Because Tadashi isn't there in the comics, Hiro's hero journey is very different. Following the formation of Big Hero 6 in the comics, the Japanese government sees potential in Hiro becoming the latest member of the team. So, they send Silver Samurai to try and convince the boy to join. While this doesn't work at first, Hiro is eventually convinced to join the team after his mother is kidnapped and resorts to requesting Big Hero 6's help to save her. After Silver Samurai, he would go on to become its leader, not unlike the film, but also very unlike the film. Number 13. Bit of a smaller superhero squad this time around. Our 6 heroes do not all appear in the show. Only 2 of the Big Hero 6 heroes make an appearance, Hiro and Baymax. But that's why the series is called Baymax. What else did you expect? I know, we all miss Fred.
Welcome to mi casa. That's French for front door.
Number 14. The struggles of doing X-Men movies continue. As X-Men was one of the few franchises Disney couldn't get a hold of at the time of Big Hero 6, all those crossovers, of which there are many, were left out. 2 members, Sunfire and Silver Samurai, both have close ties to Professor X and Wolverine, as we see from the clip previously from the movie The Wolverine. While Big Hero 6 did have the iconic Stan Lee cameo that had come to be expected from every other Marvel film, Disney feared the thrashing they might receive for any other Marvel-related crossover. Which bums us out a little because we would have loved to see Wolverine pop a few holes in Baymax by accident. Number 15. Another new character just for the sake of the film. Twist villain Robert Callaghadn't wasn't a part of the comics, but was a central part of the film.
You're Robert Callaghadn't.
That's right.
Considering the addition of Hiro's bro as well, he was likely created to maintain a personal touch in the story compared to the more outlandish plot points of the comics. But there were plenty of masked villains in the comics, trust us. Those were some of the big changes Big Hero 6 has had over its lifetime. Which were the most interesting to you? Any ones you know that we didn't mention? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe, and thanks for stopping by The Things Animated.